Check out this video from the House of Machismo podcast. It's House of Machismo.
Top Gun. It's back in the XD movie theaters for the Independence Day weekend. Okay. So go check it out because Jurassic World kicked them out.
Yeah.
Because I was going to go see them the week. I was going to play a little hooky from work and go see Top Gun on a Friday morning, like first morning show.
That's what I do.
And catch the XD, but it was the same Friday Jurassic World was coming out.
Oh.
I checked all the movie theaters. Jurassic World was in every XD theater. They kicked Top Gun out. And I was like, damn, I missed my chance to see Top Gun because Top Gun's an XD screen type of movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it again. I probably won't ever watch the movie again because I just don't rewatch movies at home anymore. I used to growing up in my 20s when I had nothing going on, but I'm so busy now that I can't rewatch a movie unless I really love it, unless you're Goodfellas or Donnie Brasco or something like that.
Something like that.
But Top Gun is a movie you need to see in the movie theater on the XD screen, and they were smart. It's 4th of July weekend. They put it back in the XD theater. So, yeah, I got to see it finally.
Well, I think Jurassic Park got its own. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. So, I saw Top Gun many times.
Yeah.
Many times. And so, obviously, this is a continuation from that, and it's years later.
Yeah.
And you have similar characters. Which characters came back?
Maverick. They talk about all the characters.
Okay.
Because they talk about what happened back in Maverick's Tom Cruise characters and back in his day. They fill in the gaps a little bit. I'm not going to give too much away, but they fill in the gaps a little bit. It's a really good storyline of how they brought it back in. Tom Cruise was supposed to, over the last 30 years, continue to rank up, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't rank up. He stayed a commander or captain, whatever they call it in that particular
Was it his choice?
branch of military. It's because he is, quote unquote, this is what he is. He's a pilot. He's a fighter pilot, right? He doesn't want to be a guy calling plays on the sideline, right? He's not a coach. He's not a teacher. Although in this movie, he has to play teacher.
Yeah.
But you find out throughout the movie that there's only one man for the job, and that's Maverick.
I knew it.
Because there's a mission that they have to go on.
Yeah.
And, they have all the Top Gun. Top Gun's the name of the pilot class school that they're going to. And they got 12 of the best fighter pilots from around the country to train for this one particular mission. And they're just not cutting it, right?
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise is this wild card who's, the main guy kicks him out, the general or whatever, admiral. Well, it's Navy, so it's admiral.
Admiral, yeah.
Val Kilmer makes an appearance in this.
I've heard about this.
R.I.P. Val Kilmer. So it's a real good part in the movie.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer's the one who's Iceman, for the people who don't know. Ice.
Right. Yeah.
He's the one that recommended Top Gun bring Tom Cruise back into the fold to help train for this mission. And then just the visuals were great. And back in the original Top Gun, they're flying F-14s, which is the fighter jet that they use in that era.
Yeah.
And now they have 5th generation fighter jets now, right? They have the F-18. They have different jets that have all the technology in them. They're fast. They can stop on a dime. They can drop. They can rotate. They do all the all that stuff. And then they show, they bring back some of the relics from the old movie, the old plane. He has to fly one of them at some point for some reason. And it's just great. It's a visually great movie, good sound if you got a good sound system on your TV. The supporting cast is great. They had what's his name? Jason. Is his name Jason Tiller or
I don't know.
I'm butchering it now.
Jason.
The young kid the young kid that is his name's Rooster. It's his dad passed away in the original Top Gun. So there's a whole situation between Maverick and Rooster, and Maverick did something to Rooster, but that was because his parents asked Maverick to do it to his future and stuff like that. So there's a little conflict there and there.
So the guy who passed away like in the original movie, was
his son
Goose.
Goose.
Okay.
His son's name is Rooster.
Okay.
In this movie, who's played by the other kid that's you've seen in other movies, there's a little conflict there because they know each other, and his dad died when they were out on missions and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a little misunderstanding going on that they have to resolve throughout the movie.
Okay.
And then they finally get through it, and everybody's lovey-lovey because it's at the heat of the moment. It's just a good patriotic movie. I feel like the pace of the movie went pretty good. I don't feel like I was bored at any time in the movie.
Okay, good.
Everything kind of had a place and a reasoning. I don't feel like it was too long. I don't feel like it was too short. I feel like they really perfected the editing in it, and it was a good movie. You know, it's not gonna blow your balls off, but
right.
But it's not a snooze fest either. It's a nice it makes you appreciate things that you haven't seen in a while, like aircraft carriers and grounds crewmen and fighter pilots.
Because they shot this during the pandemic, I believe, right? It was
I think they started a little bit before, and then they've been holding on to this movie for a good year now.
They have. I remember when it was gonna make its premiere on Paramount Plus, and I remember that, and because I was gonna watch it obviously when it came out, but then they pushed it. They took it back, and I think they realized that they wanted this movie to be shown in the theaters.
It made a lot of money at the box office.
A huge amount of money, apparently.
A huge amount of money.
Yeah.
Long story short, it's a good movie. It's a good watch. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Way worse. And the visual effects alone, I mean, they're really flying. Tom Cruise is out there really flying fighter jets.
There was it James Corbin? Is that the talk show host? I don't know. The British guy. Anyways, he's really good friends with Tom Cruise. So when they were out promoting this movie, he took him up like in an actual fighter jet. Mm-hmm. Like they were flying, but he's not a pilot.
Who, Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
No.
But he still flies the plane.
The guy's flying.
Yeah, but he's still flying the plane and everything. Like they did a whole thing about this. And it's like he takes him up on this fighter jet and really does the loops and all that. And, it's crazy, that...
The G-force alone, they showed how the pilots, once they hit a certain G-force, they could black out and stuff. And yeah, that's crazy.
And then, he was showing us how getting in is kind of difficult and it's very cramped and all that. I don't know. I could never do anything like that. Like I can barely get on a roller coaster. Damn it. So let alone on a fighter jet going all the
Miles
way up there.
Teller is the
guy's name.
Is the kid that's the big movie star. He was in Whiplash, War Dogs.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. I'm not sure what he was in that.
Oh.
But he's the young hot kid that's becoming pretty.
Okay.
Getting roles in Hollywood now.
So I do remember that back when Top Gun came out, there was a plan to do a sequel. But I think that I'm not sure who, the higher ups had said, hey, well, there's a lot of footage that we shot that we didn't use with the original, so we'll just use that. And then Tom Cruise was like, no, I don't like that. It's like, if we're going to shoot a new movie, then we need to have all new footage.
Yeah.
And so that was the reason that he's like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. And then he went on and did other things.
Yeah, and so
did Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer took off after that, big time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Huge.
In fact, Goose, I forget his name, but he played one of the original doctors on ER. I forgot. Oh, Dr. Green, I think, is the character that he played. Fuck, I can't remember his name. And so I remember watching that. I was like, hey, that's the dude that's the dude that died in the Top Gun.
Have you seen the Val Kilmer documentary?
Mm-mm.
I think it's on Hulu or Netflix. One of the two. Mm-hmm. Really good. Okay. You should watch it. He did the whole thing, while he was sick.
Yeah.
And about to die. And it came out, I think came out like literally months before he passed away. Mm-hmm. But it shows from the beginning of his career and all the things he did. You forget about how much stuff Val Kilmer's been in. And it's really fascinating. It's really good.
I just know him for Batman.
I recommend watching it.
He shouldn't have been Batman. But anyway.
And The Saint.
Yeah.
The Saint was a good movie.